Now through December 25th, save big on deals made to fit any budget. From stocking stuffers under $100 to huge discounts on wheels, tires, lighting, and accessories. Make this holiday season unforgettable with 4-Wheel Parts. Shop your way, in-store, online, or over the phone. Don't miss out on the holiday savings. Stay tuned each week.
It's pretty simple. You want to win races, put KMCs on your truck.
3, 2, 1, yeah! Here we go, the first 2 cars heading on the line right now. Now we have a barber coming to the finish line.
Go further. Explore the trails less traveled. And reach your destination quicker with King's new Toyota Sequoia 2.5 OEM Performance Series kit. These 100% bolt-on kits feature front ride height adjustment, superior ride quality, and external finned reservoirs with optional wide-range compression adjusters to further refine your ride quality. See why we're the choice of experienced overlanders and order your Sequoia kit today.
Sure, everything's made of something, but time and sweat is what puts it together. And it's that relentless application of effort against the clock that created everything around us. The BFGoodrich HD terrain tire is engineered to tackle the extreme situations heavy-duty trucks are met with head-on. Because downtime can't exist when there's a job to do. Time isn't something to marvel at. It's something to be seized. It's a tool we put firmly in your hands. BFGoodrich, what are you building for?
Voted Yuma's best new car dealer, Alexander Ford is treating every day in November like Black Friday. Check out our new products like Bronco, Maverick, and Raptor arriving daily. Choose a 2023 Explorer and get as low as 0.9% financing. Browse one of the state's largest selection of Super Duties. Scan this code and go right to where the deals are at BillAlexanderFord.com. Plus, take a test drive and get an Amazon gift card. It's Black Friday every day at Alexander Ford. A difference you can count on.
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here once again, and it is 5 o'clock, and it is freaking dark. What is going on with this? Why are we still on this silly time change thing? I thought we voted on this, and we get to do it, but apparently we voted on being able to change the time if we want to, and nobody can figure out what time they want to stick with, so we haven't changed it. Because being dark at 5 o'clock is just stupid, right? Like, who wants it to be dark right now? We need light so we can get more helicopter footage. So the problem is we're done with the helicopters for the night. They're not allowed to fly at night. If you guys are new to Baja, you're not allowed to fly a helicopter at night due to safety reasons, they say, which is kind of silly because all of these modern helicopters can have plenty of safety things, but the airports aren't really lit up too well, and they just don't let you fly at night. So unfortunately, all of our helicopter footage that Score had is going to be done for the night. The good news was we did hear that the 7X who went down earlier, there was a helicopter that was en route to them and was going to hopefully be able to get to them. And they were going to get to him no matter what, and they were going to get him out of there. So I have not heard an update yet, but it was a good update that there was a helicopter en route to the 7X where they crashed. And that's the latest that I know right now. If I hear something else on the 7X, I will let you guys know. I'm not going to say who's riding because I'm not going to put names out there. But the 7X did take a crash earlier, like we said. The helicopter was en route, and hopefully everybody is going to be okay and get him out of there. And we'll give you guys an update as soon as we know. So let's go over and let's look at the tracker here. So you can see that the lead trophy trucks are now totally in the in the bikes. They're all mixed in the bikes and everywhere. So we'll wait and see what happens, how many bikes they're going to pass. I think they're going to pass just about all of them. But I mean, look at this. The good news is now that it's night, it is easier for the bikes to see when a trophy truck or a faster car is coming up behind them because they can see their lights. So when you're riding along and you have your one little bike or your one little light and your light on your helmet, and all of a sudden your world just gets bright like the sun's out, you know to move the heck over because the trophy truck is right behind you. So it is safer passing the bikes at night, which is good. The bad thing is, look at all these bikes. I mean, we got to zoom in here. Here's the 7 and the 10 who are battling for the lead, and they have all these bikes and quads that they're going to be going through. So there's going to be a lot of passing at night, and it's really crazy how many passes these lead cars do on the bikes and quads in these races. It's really sketchy, you know, and we hope an accident doesn't happen with any of these. But anyways, it is the number 7 out front. Bryce Menzies did his job. They got it to Andy McMillan. Andy McMillan is in there now with Brady Thompson. They took over the number 7, and it is now in Andy's hands. They're going to go do their job. The number 10 is Alan Ampudia, started in there. Let me see. He got out also. Oh, no, he didn't get out yet. He's getting out in just a few miles. So Alan said he was going to go to mile 600 and get out. So just up the road a little bit. So that is still Alan in there right now. You can see he's doing 100 miles an hour. What was the 7 doing? 97. So 100 miles an hour, that is Alan Ampudia. He's going to get out at mile 600-ish, and then Alan, his brother, is going to get in. So that's what's going on in the 10. In the 89, which is tracking again, look at this. It just updated. Perfect. The 89 is third. That is correct, right where they just updated. That was Mike Walser's truck. That was earlier, that was Christopher Polvardi who started. He did his job. He went 500 miles. He got out. Now Ray Griffith is in there. So Ray Griffith is in there. It's his job to get it the next section. He's going to go to mile 930, and then that's where Mike Walser is going to jump in his own truck. Hopefully he has some truck left. He's probably like, hey, kids, this is my truck. Give me some truck when we get to the finish here so that we can go have some fun. So that's what's going on there. Then in the, let's see, it was the 89 and the 23. So Dan McMillan's truck, that was started by Josh Daniel and Billy Baruti. They started, and in the 23, they went 500 miles. Where'd they go? No, 324 miles. They went 324 miles. Then Justin Lofton is in there now. Justin is going to go to mile 785, and then Dan's going to get in from there and do the finish. So that is Justin Lofton in the 23 right now. So scrolling back here, who do we have? We have the 91 Christopher Polvardi entry. That is not Christopher, though. That is the Norseman Racing team. And check out their YouTube. Their YouTube has been working pretty good. And look, it still is. So this is the 91. Look at this. They are hauling ass right now. This is Rick D. Johnson, Barstow Rick, driving with his son, Ricky Johnson, in there. And their live camera has been working good all day. So go look up Norseman Racing. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Newsman. What is it? What kind of name is that? Norseman Racing. Go look them up on YouTube, and you can watch this. It's been awesome. It's been, honestly, this has been solid out of all the cameras. Theirs and the Herps have been the two most solid in-car cameras that I've seen today. So you can see once it gets at night, look at the speeds that these guys are going. This is just crazy, right? Like you can't even see. It's all blurry down the sides how fast they're going. I mean, he's only doing, what's it say, 79 right there, maybe 80 miles an hour. I mean, they're hauling the mail. 61 there, 65. So anyways, that is what's going on inside the 91 right now. So they are running in 5th place currently, 91. The 1L is Gustavo Vidosla Sr. with Ricky Johnson that started in there. Ricky went to mile 350. He got out. So he's out. Now that is Mike Johnson in there. He's going to go to mile 625, and then Mike Coleman is going to get in there and go to about mile 1,000, and then Gustavo Sr. is going to get in there and bring that truck home to the finish. So that is what's going on. Okay, so I've just been told that this is a Scandinavian term, a Viking term. So Norseman is a Viking term, so that's what's going on right here. So they got a Viking picture here. All right, so you learn something new every day. So now we know what their team name is about. Thank you guys for that update. All right, let's see. Noose like Norseman. Okay, so it's Norseman. There we go. Norseman Racing is the 91. All right, 87 Dallas Luttrell. They're coming along. You got 33 Roberto Romo, Andrew Myers here. Let's see. Andrew was going to drive to Bay of LA, and then Adam Householder is going to get in after there. So Andrew's still in there. He's going to Bay of LA, and then Householder is going to jump in, and Adam Householder will take it to the finish. So it's Andrew and Adam in the 69. In the 82, we have Sam Baldy, here. So let's see, the 82. We have Lalo, actually. Remember Lalo used to drive with the Clyde Stacy cars? He actually started that truck. He went to mile 400 where he got out, and now Jake Johnson is in there in the Sam Baldy truck. So that's Jake Johnson in there now. He's going to drive to mile 790 in the 82. Behind him, we have Cody Reed. That's our first place Class 1 car. They've been out front all day in Class 1. That is Cody Reed. His mom, Shelby Reed, is driving right now. She's going to drive to mile 785, where Devin Hausch is going to get in at mile 785, and he's going to bring that thing to the finish. So, funny story, me and Devin have raced down here a lot. I used to ride with Devin in the Mango Trophy truck through these same sections right here. So, pretty stoked to see them. The 168 looks like Devin going to get in the car pretty good if they're leading, I'd say. Hopefully they have a clean run the rest of the way. The 19, Tim Herbst, is at a pit. That is San Ignacio right there. So don't worry if they're at 0. If you see anybody going to 0 in this whole little area right here, this is where all the pits are at, is in that whole area right there. So that's what's going on there. The 153, Brad Wilson, is coming along. That was Justin Munyon in there until 525. So he's going to get out right up here where we were just talking about. So Justin is going to hop out of the 153, and that'll be Ronnie Wilson that's going to get in there. So Ronnie Wilson will get in the 153 in just a minute. All right. So what about TT1, Luke? Oh, didn't we already talk about them? We talked about them up here. They're right here. Luke is right there. It's Luke is running in 4th. He's right behind the 89. The trackers are messed up on the 89. So it goes 7, 10, 89, 1, and then 23. So maybe I skipped that earlier. Maybe the 1 was hidden. But that's where Luke is. And that's actually Rob in there. Rob McCachran is going to drive that until Vizcaíno area, and then Luke's going to get in, which is about mile 600-ish, depending on exactly where their pit is. So that's what's going on there. All right. That was a lot of people we just told you about, right? Let's go look at some of the other classes. We checked on, let's go look at Class 10. We did Trophy Truck and Class 1. So we're going to work our way back. Let's do 10 while it's on the screen, and then we'll do Spec. So 1006, Stan Potter, they've been out front most of the time we've been checking. Still there at 1002, second. The 1000 car is third, 1079, fourth, and then 1023, Brittany Myers. I think Steve Myers is in there too, is fifth. So that is the top 5 in Class 10. Now let's go look at the Spec trucks. So going back to Trophy Truck Spec, here we go. Got to go back up. They're a little ahead. The 241, Stephen Beal. This car, like we said earlier, it was actually cool. They made it through the silt, the cleanest out of everybody. They made it some passes of all these people that got stuck, and they've taken the lead, and they're holding it. They're holding it there. And I actually did get updates on who is in that truck. So it was Jeff Geiser. Jeff Geiser himself was driving the 241 to mile 200, and then Steven got in there and is going to drive it to 765. So Stephen Beal is in right now in the 241. He's going to go to 765, where Sean Geiser is going to jump in and take it to the finish from 765. So that's what's going on in the 241. The 295, William Hedrick Jr., I don't have the driver lineup for that one. 298, Riley Herbst, I do have that. It was Troy Herbst. His dad started first. Cool to see Troy driving again down here. He went to 350, so he just jumped out because they're at 400, about 100 miles ago. So Troy jumped out. Riley did jump in, so that is Riley Herbst driving now. He's going to go to about 750, and then Jordan Dean is going to drive to the finish. So we have all 3 Deans driving. We have Jordan Dean, James Dean, and Pat Dean. They're all driving with the Herbsts. 2 of them are in Spec trucks. 1 of them is in the Trophy truck. Or maybe it's 2 in the Trophy truck, 1 in the Spec. I forget. But all 3 of the Deans are driving, so that's pretty cool. Thor Herbst, here's another one of the Herbst trucks. That is going to be Thor in there to 350. So Thor's already out. He did his job. That is going to be Pierce Herbst in there now. So Pierce Herbst is now driving the 219. He'll go to mile 750, where Jason Coleman and Brady Mellon will take over, and they'll take the 219 to the finish. From there, we have Pat Sims and Joe DeLuce right behind them. So that's a look at your top 5 or 6 Spec trucks right there. We got the 260 Santiago Creole still going. And let's see. What else are you guys saying here? 168 center punched at class 11. How would they hit a class 11? That sounds kind of weird. The class 11 shouldn't have been anywhere near where they were. We'll have to get confirmation on that. Let's see. 7X, we're waiting to hear something on them. Where is 82? I don't know. We'll have to go back and look in a minute. So let's go look at some of the UTV classes, because I know a lot of you guys want to see them also. So UTV Pro Open, right here. We don't have to look very far. Justin Lambert is the first one. So Justin Lambert here, the 1869. Justin Lambert front, 1886. Brandon Sims. They've been running first and second all day. So Justin Lambert here, I do have his lineup. So let's see. So Justin is going to mile 525. So he is still in there. So Justin is still driving. And then it was going to be, it looks like Scott Trafton is going to get in next. So Justin is still in that car. In the Brandon Sims car, we have Brandon drove it to mile 300. So he's out now. And he's got, I think it's Eric Borgen in there. So Eric is now in the Brandon Sims car, and he's going to go to mile 650. Kristen Matlock is right here. I did not get her driver lineup, so that's Kristen Matlock. So they're running top 3. Wayne Matlock, he's getting beat by his wife again. I mean, I guess it's better than beating your wife, right? So he's getting beat by his wife, and he's in 4th place. So Matlock's in 3rd and 4th on the tracker. Remember, there could be somebody in there that that's not showing up because their tracker's not working. Now, Brock Heger, he had some downtime earlier. He was in the pits for a little while, and there we go with him. He's back out, caught back up, past Caden Wells. He got back to Caden Wells. Maybe Caden Wells had an issue or two. He's still going, though. Caden McCachran, we saw him earlier on the live feed, and Dylan Schmook. So look, we got Dylan, Caden, and Brock are all on the same team. That's 3 of the 4 Polaris drivers right there on the Polaris factory team. That's pretty cool to see, those 3 guys. You know they're battling it out between each other. We got, actually, let's see who's in those cars. So Brock Heger's car, we have Brock is driving to 528, so Brock is still in there. Then we have, let's see, Caden McCachran. Caden is driving to 528 also, so that is Caden in there. And then in Dylan's car, it's not Dylan in there. It was Larry Job actually in there for the first 528 miles. So Larry, I forget which way it is. Is it Job or Job? I hear it all the time, and I hear it both ways. So Larry is driving Dylan's car right now. So that's who's in each of those cars. All right, who else do we got to look up here? The force induction UTVs, yes. We had Phil Blurton in the lead earlier, and he is still leading. Phil's really fast. I mean, that guy's hard to beat, right? Look at him. He's got a little bit of a gap now. However, Matt Burrows is making his way up. Matt Burrows was in 4th or 5th earlier, and now he's all the way up to 2nd. So we got Phil Blurton in a new Maverick R. We got Matt Burrows here. I don't think that's a new one. Then we got Jason Murray, who's been around the top 3 pretty much all day. But then, look, you got a big gap back to the rest of these guys. So those 3 guys are kind of checking out a little bit. We did have a Blurton feed up earlier. Let me see if it's going. Starlink is reconnecting. So Blurton's feed is currently down. We did have an in-car, though, on him earlier. There's the 91 again. I'm telling you, the 91's feed is awesome. That's a good one to be watching today, along with the Herps feeds. The Herps feeds are still up, too. So you can see they got different in-cars. There's a Herps going forward. It's really hard to see at night, though, obviously. So that's a Herps in-car. So cool to see all those. There's our entry list. All right, what else did you guys want to see? The cars disappeared. Hopefully they come back in a second here. I think that covers a lot of those classes. It's Larry Job. There we go. Larry Job. That's what I thought. Not Job, Job. All right, where is Shamley 700? Well, let's see if we can get our vehicles to come back. Let's see if they'll refresh. Got to go to the other one. Let's see, where are they at? Well, our vehicles disappeared. So maybe if they come back in a second, we'll update you guys again. Let me look through the comments really quick. Explain what's going on with 277. What do you mean, what's going on with 277? They had a feed up earlier too, but let's see. Travis Williams' feed is not working. So their feed's not up. The Baja Vita feed is still working, but we're watching their chase truck go down the highway, and now they have me on there, so that's cool. So their feed's not up right now. It'll probably come back up in a little bit. But the Herps feed is up, and I'm waiting on the trackers to come back, and there we go. All right, we're back in action. Our trackers are back. Let's check the stock class. There's a bunch of the stock classes, and they disappeared again. These trackers are fun, aren't they? Are you guys having the same problems? It works for most of the time, and then sometimes they just disappear for a minute, and then you have to wait, and then they come back, and then they disappear for a minute. So we might be done with our update, and then they'll be back when our next update comes. How about that? It's been 20 minutes anyways. There they are. They all come back right as we're about to leave. Let's look at the Pro Moto Ironman while we can. Okay, Ironman. They are in, let's see, that's not Bay of LA. It's the one below it. I always call it Bay of LA, but it's not. It kind of looks like it. So the 723, Edgar is up front now. Oh, so here we go, 741. And we did get confirmation that this guy is from Australia, this kid. He bought this bike in San Diego. I have not confirmed if he rode it to La Paz or if he did take it on a trailer or a truck there. But he just bought this bike in San Diego, and then he got to La Paz. He didn't have any tires. He didn't have any fuel. He didn't have a dry brake. He had no sat phone. He had nothing that was going to make him legal to race. So when he went to, they're like, we're not going to pass you. You got to have all this stuff. He somehow made it all happen, and he's riding this whole race himself. He didn't pre-run. He didn't do anything. He's from Australia. He bought a friggin' bike in San Diego, took it to the Baja 1000, and said, I'm going to go ride this whole thing myself. So obviously something is wrong with this guy. He's got a few screws loose, right? I mean, that's just insane. And he's leading or been leading the whole day. Now he's in second. Like, that's just crazy as our things disappear. So anyways, there's your top bikes that are going along. We'll come back to the next update and find it. Some people are saying he rode it, so that's even crazier if he rode that thing from San Diego down there. Pretty crazy to hear that. The 1X is your lead, is in the lead still, and the 3X is behind him. They just went off the tracker, but that was your update on those. And then that'll be it. Oh, let's see if they come back. Where's the 1X? We'll show you guys, and then we're signing off. 1X tracker's not been working all day, but the 3X is, and the 1X has been hanging with them. So if you guys do get a split time, let me know on those guys, and we'll check on them. The other class, yes, we will go do a 1600 class update because there is a lot of these. There's 22. We got to go back a ways. They're way down here. Class 1600 racing is pretty good too. 1625, Eric is in front. 1685, Pablo's in second. Victor at 0 miles an hour. That's not good. In third right now, but at 0. And these stupid trackers are disappearing again. I don't know why they keep doing that. We'll see if we can get them. Hopefully they start working better in a little bit. Let's see if these guys are there. Where did the 1600s go? Let's see. All right, they're there. I'm going to take the refresh off for a minute so it doesn't refresh on us. Okay, so 1603 is in third, but at 0. Jordan is in fourth, 1610. Then we have, it looks really close. The 1628 and the 1656 are real close together. 1679, 1612 is at 0, 1669. So really close between the top 6 or 7 right here, but a couple of them are at 0 miles an hour like Victor. So we'll see if he gets going again or not. But that's that. And how is Lucy Block going? Yeah, so let's see. Where are the blocks at? They were down here. Where were the blocks? What class were they in? I don't even remember right now. Oh, there they are. Where is she? Where's their car at? I don't see their car right. Oh, there they are. They're way up front still. Okay, perfect. They're in third place right now. So Lucy Block is in third. We have George Cano in first, the 39.36. The 39.55, Scott Sappington is right on him, though. This is the Pro Stock, NA, and Turbo. So either one, but a pretty stock car to be in this class. So that is 1 and 2 right there. And then here's the block car. This is cool. This is Lucy Block. That's probably getting close to somewhere where Rodrigo's going to take over because Rodrigo was going to drive a large section in the middle. So Lucy did start in there, and then Rodrigo was going to drive the middle, and then Leo's going to get in at the end of it and drive like the San Felipe section. That's where she was pre-running. So good to see them running. They're running in third right now, so pretty cool. They got Cecilia behind them here, and then they have Ricardo here in the 39.24. So that's a look at those. All right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this this update. We will be on here all night, every hour. I do not go to sleep until at least after we have a winner, and then I stay up for a few more hours after that at least. So we're going to be up all night. Winner. Actually, let's see where we are on our times right now. Remember that time sheet that we put out that we were kind of guessing at? Cameron helped me out, get a lot of the times on it. And then Steve from the bike team helped me do it. So the leader right now, this would be a good one. Bryce Menzies is at mile 600. We had them at 600 at 19:37 on our little sheet that we had that we put out. So 19:37 would be 9:87, would have been 7:37, 6:37 our time. So they are currently 1 hour ahead of schedule. So on our, if you're looking at my timesheet that I posted, they're currently 1 hour ahead of schedule of where we thought they would be. So the course was much faster down south than what Cameron was predicting with some of the mile per hour. That was before he went pre-running that he gave me that. So disclaimer, that was not after he went pre-running that we got those times. So still, to be within an hour, pretty good just off of guessing off of the course map. So we'll see at the end. If that means anything, I don't think the top part's going to be off as much as the bottom part was. So I'd say if we're off by an hour right now, probably be off by an hour and a half maybe at the finish at the most, I would think. So we had the first truck finishing at 7:30 a.m. Ensenada time. So maybe 6 o'clock, between 6 and 7. I'm going to say right now is probably my new estimated time of arrival for the first car in Ensenada, probably between 6 or 7 a.m. for the cars. I don't know about the bikes. I'm not even going to do that math right now. But the first car, probably between 6 and 7 a.m. is my new modified guess. All right. So come back in a little bit. Go watch some of those feeds. Go watch the Baja Vita feed or the Terrible Herps feed. Here's the Herps in-car. This one's always cool to watch. And then you can also watch the Nordsman right here. The Newsman, whatever it is. Norsman. Yeah, Norsman. Maybe I'll say it right by the end of the day. Go watch these feeds. We'll see you guys back at 6 o'clock Pacific time with your next update here on Fishgistics. See you in a bit.
Stacy Clark here, owner and general manager of Unlimited RV. As racers, we know how important time is. Not bad, kid. 5 seconds faster. As racers, we know how important reliability is. At Unlimited RV, we have lifetime warranty, so you know we've got you covered. At Unlimited RV, we offer nationwide free shipping, so you don't have to waste your time getting into the RV or motorhome for your next big adventure.